In this video, we are doing a problem from Chapter 1, Section 5, and this is Example 7. And it's a problem that has to do with interest equals principal times rate times time. When you go to a bank and deposit money, you earn interest. You don't earn very much interest, I might add, but you do earn some interest. But it depends on how long you keep that money, that initial money, which is P, the principal, in the bank. If you leave that money in the bank for a week or two, you earn no money. You earn nothing. But if you leave that money in the bank for a year or two, you will earn, they will actually pay you money for keeping your money in the bank, because the bank actually takes your money and invests it. In any case, we're using this formula, interest equals principal times rate times time, and you have to understand what each one of those letters represents. So here's the question. If I deposit $5,000 in some kind of a bank, it tells me that after 6 months, I have earned $162.50. That's the interest that I earned after 6 months by putting $5,000 in. By the way, that's huge. So they're asking me, what is the rate? Well, here, do you notice that I'm solving for interest, but I want to solve for rate? So if I want to solve for rate, I have to get rid of the principal and the time. So remember, when I have 3 letters side by side, it means I am multiplying. To get rid of multiplication, I have to divide. So I'm going to divide by PT. That way, both the P and the T go away. But then I have to do it on this side as well, PT. All right, so now this goes away, and I have R equals interest divided by the principal times the time. All right, now we don't know what rate is. Over here it says what is the rate. We don't know. But we know some other numbers. So all we're going to do now is plug these numbers in. All right, the interest, well, we earned $162.50. So I'll write 162.50 divided by, now what was the principal? The principal amount was $5,000 times 6 months. Now how do I write that? If you put down 6, it's going to think it's 6 years. I'll just tell you right now. Usually they talk about years. So 6 months is a half of a year, isn't it? So can't I just say 0.5? I think it's easier than saying 1/2. Doesn't matter. Anyway, when we figure this all out, that's going to be the rate. All right. So let's see what happens here. So I have $162.50 divided by, now I'm going to multiply this out, 5,000 times 0.5 equals 2,500. Now, when I divide, and that's going to be the rate again. Now I'm going to divide that. So 162.50 divided by 2,500 equals, and in my calculator I see that it is 0.065 is the interest rate. Now how do I write that in a percentage? Is that 65%? I wish. No, that's not 65%. That's only 6.5%. So I write it like this, 6.5% is my rate. And that's how you solve that problem.